I should be crying, but I just can't let it show. I could be crying, but I just can't take it. And this chick looked me dead in my eye, leans in close and says, yeah, man. So I kicked the door in and I said, get down on the floor before I eat up all the zebra cakes. His big ass got down. Yeah. Oh. I'll call you back. What's going on, baby? Welcome back to the show, Passport Proof to Travel, and
did you miss me?
Today we're gonna be talking about how this Japanese / Moroccan chick took me for everything I got. And the only reason I remember this story because a dude posted the chick on TikTok. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Two of the chicks, matter of fact, I got a picture and I'm gonna post it here. One of the chicks that I actually met in Japan, one of the Blasian chicks, she's still modeling. And it's crazy. I end up going on this guy's page on TikTok. He posted their Moroccan chick's sister, the one that got me for the bread. And then I'm going on Google looking for pictures for my background for one of my videos. And I found one of the chicks that I actually had at the crib, dog. Like, telling y'all these stories just bring up so many memories for me. That's why I enjoy doing it, man. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Join the gang if you haven't. Comment down below if you like these stories and if you want me to continue telling them. Let's get into it. Bro, so like I told you, I was a part of the Street Kings. Let me say that the correct way. Street Kings. All right, but Street Kings. So Street Kings, we was the hood dudes. Then you had the Pretty Boy Squad, bro. That wasn't their name. I don't know what they was called, but it was just a group of pretty boy, like light skin, curly head, curly afro type ass dudes. So anyways, we would compete for the girls. It would be the pretty boys against the street dudes, bro. Like I said, my squad was lethal because we was the fighters, bro. And you know, I know I'm not glorifying being a Pookie in Japan. I guess I am, but you know, that's the channel. Nonetheless, we was known for scrapping, bro. The Dominicans. So we never really fought with the local Japanese. That was more so the white boys all the time. But the Japanese would get down with you. They, you know, they had their little squads and we would have beef with them too. But it never got to it like that with them. They would just be mad, you know, talking to the Japanese girls and stuff like that. But when it came to the squad beef, it was just mostly over females. Man, so it was these two twins. They was, I don't know if they was Moroccan and Japanese or if they were just Moroccan and they spoke fluent Japanese. But one of them is still out there and she was dating this dude I knew named Mike. Now, Mike was a flashy ass type of dude. Mike was wearing like Gucci down before it was a real big thing with the whole designer craze and stuff like that. So Mike was dating this Moroccan chick. Man, super thick chick, short, curvy, hair all down her back. I'm talking about super long hair. And her sister, she had a twin sister who was tall and thick. Now I'm talking about this chick had to be like 6'6'1", but at this time I had done talked to her, messed with a chick that was super tall. Like I told you, them Nigerian Japanese model chicks, they were always around about 6 foot, bro. And they didn't care that it was taller than me, and I damn sure ain't give a damn. You was fine. So anyways, we was in the Honcho, and recap, Honcho is the place in Yokosuka where we would go when we didn't want to go to Tokyo to party. It was a street full of clubs, and that's where we were going to party. So we in the Honcho, we standing outside with Mike, and man, these two chicks that I've never seen before in the Hunch come out the club. So one of them go directly to Mike, and the other one go in another direction. So once Mike was done talking to the chick, I was like, man, Mike, who is that? He was like, oh, them the twins. You don't know about the twins? Mike had a mean ass stutter. So he'd be like, you don't know them twins? And I said, I don't know the twins. Now I'm just joking. I ain't say that, but in my head I was thinking, I was like, nah, I don't know the twins. But Mike was cool as hell. I was like, nah, man, I don't know the twins. And how they twins? Because one was super tall and one was super short. And they had like the same nose and same like eyebrows and stuff. But the taller one was actually a bit darker. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, they twins. Turtle, they not identical or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So when she walked off, I'm asking them all these questions. I'm like, well, what's up with the tall one? Because when she came out, she smiled at me. She gave me the confirmation look, bro. She gave me the look. And at this time, like I said, bro, I was popping out there. So it wasn't a chick that I couldn't get. I was getting all the way. And I was like, I ain't never seen her out here, so nobody probably know them like that. But then at the same time, I spent most of my time in Tokyo. So like I was out there 2 years. I would say the first without the time that I was working, I would say I probably spent a good 6 months in Tokyo. So I missed out on a lot of the stuff that was happening locally. And I was like, well, damn, Mike dating with them. So that means they known around here, but I ain't never seen them and I'm known around here. You see what I'm saying? But once I started veering off and I learned how to maneuver and get around Shibuya and Shinjuku and stuff like that, bro, I started staying in, I stayed around Tokyo. It wasn't until I started dating, a black girl locally is when I was like, man, I ain't got to make that trip no more. Thank you, Jesus. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen her before. He was like, man, shoot, go talk to her. And I'm like, man, she put me on. Because I'm like, she taller than me. I didn't know how she was going to feel about that and stuff like that. And I just didn't want to go up there and her be looking down at me and like trying to clown me or something like that. Yeah, so I ain't wanted to clown me or nothing like that. I'm like, man, what this little dude trying to talk to me? I was like, man, she'll just put her on, slide my number, and if she interested, she'll hit me up. That way I can save face in front of everybody else, right? So he was like, man, I got you. And I was like, no, I'm just like, for all my stutterers out there, I'm just joking, bro. People be cracking on me too. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got that mask on, because if I take it off, I ain't got no nose. Anyways, yeah, so he ends up giving them on, and she texts me. So she would text me. It was like not frequent, but we would text every now and again. And I was like, man, when we gonna go out and grab something to eat? And then she was like, I'm okay with that. And I'm like, so let's set something up. So in Japan, you got these really, really nice, expensive restaurants, and then you got regular joints. But I'm like, this chick a model. She bad, and she Moroccan, so she used to dealing with some bread. I know her sister dating Mike, so I know Mike spending that bread. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now this is where I finesse myself. For all the fellas out there, this the side quest. All y'all fellas out there, Asian women, and she is Asian. She's like, what? That's East Asia, right? She out. No, Morocco's North Asia. Yeah, she up north.
Really, nigga?
So. No, Morocco's North Africa, East Asia. Because, I feel like Africa and Asia was the same continent at one point, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, Morocco's North Africa. Anyways, she got some little bread on her and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, I can't take it to no regular schmegular. I put on my good cashmere. But I had on that cashmere.
Trying to impress you, that.
I know it. Yeah. Now, where'd you get the mushroom shirt? I got to know.
Well, the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate. See, you got to coordinate.
Yes, that's what you...
When you put that cashmere with the turtle, you feel me? You don't play, when you put that on, the panties supposed to come off, dog. So I put on that cashmere, took out, man, I put on the 10, so that gave me about an extra. I think that made me about 5'10". You know what I'm saying? I was still short, but it gave me a little extra. Got to see it through, my boy. So anyways, man, we get to the restaurant, man. She's smiling. She's still giving me the dreamy eyes, bro. And her English was not all that great, but, she spoke fluent Japanese and her own native language. So, she's smart, you know what I mean? Smart, pretty, tall, got a nice ass body on it. I'm like, okay. Man, if I pull this off, bro, I am unstoppable. I am he who slays the queens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am him, dog. I pulled this off. Man, she's smiling, man. I ordered a steak, man. She ordered some seafood like most women do, bruh. Man, she enjoying it. Her food, I'm enjoying food. We smiling. She keep looking at me. I'm like, I'm thinking I'm in there. I'm enjoying this. I'm like, man. So once the food coming, I can see that bill, it hit me in the chest, but I played it all smooth. You know how you look down, open that bill, I'm like,
What? What the fuck?
And then you feel it, but you like, man, I gotta play it cool. Cause that, man, I didn't know that restaurant was that expensive, because she was the one who recommended it. I was like, man, I don't know where to go. I'm not from out here and stuff like that. And she was like, oh, I know a place. Man, when I walked in there, I knew what was up. Everybody was dressed casually, or was it formal casual? Was it dress casual? Or something like that. They was dressed super, like you could tell it was an expensive place. And then everything was written in cursive. So I was like, oh Lord, man, she done got me. But nonetheless, I was like, man, you know what? But if I pull this off, man, I get to hang my jersey up above the streets of the Hunch as Hunch King. We get done, and so now I'm at that point where I'm like, man, look, we can go out at the crib type stuff. So I'm like, so what's up? Man, this chick looked me dead in my eye, leans in close and says, with a smile now, I'm not interested. And I was like, in my head, I was like, interested in what? Like, I'm like, I didn't ask her to go to the crib with me. I was just like, so what's good? So what's next? What you think? And I was like, you're not interested in what? In me? And she was like, yes, I'm not interested. Man, I could have punched it. I could have punched her in the face, bro. I could have. They would have had to call the damn Japanese police on me. What would it be called? They was gonna have call 998 or something. You know what I'm saying? Bro, they was going, bro. You get that little. You see the TV show, they get that little twitch in their eye. I'm like, man, what? You not interested? I said, you could have told me that before I paid for all this expensive food. So Japanese chicks do, or chicks over there do play games. Because, I wouldn't say so much necessarily the Japanese chicks, but all the foreign chicks that you can find over there, they play games too, bro. I had a similar situation with this tattoo chick. Her dad, she was mixed, but she was also living in Japan, spoke fluent Japanese, grew up there. Same thing. She was talking to one of my homeboys, but hit me up, acting like she wanted to link and stuff, and then be flexing. I go out to the club one night, I go out to the club. I gotta tell y'all about that. I don't know if y'all just want to hear the stories about the females, but I got good stories outside of just dealing with women, bruh. Like the time about the Halloween party. If y'all made it this far, hit the like button, subscribe to the gang, and drop down in the comments if y'all want me to tell the story about the Halloween party, man, because that was epic. That was epic, bro. But anyways, yeah, I was another little chick that did tattoos. I forgot where she was from originally, but yeah, she played games too, man. Had me thinking, end up going to the Halloween party. She out there with my homeboy. So you go to these countries thinking, oh man, they won't do me like that because this is not the culture. And I know the women that I'm speaking of weren't necessarily from the culture, but they grew up there. You know what I'm saying? So they picked up some things. Just wanted to keep y'all in a mind frame of you can get played anywhere. It's no specific destination where you can go and everybody's just gonna be perfect. You just go in there and just pick you out a perfect woman. Like, bro, it don't work like that, bro. Like I'm telling you, all the best women are either gonna be taken. You're not gonna be able to communicate with them because they're not gonna speak the same language, or they too young for your ass. You see what I'm saying? It's one of those three, man. So I'm not saying you gotta settle, but I'm just saying you're gonna have to work extra hard, bro. You got to learn the language, fully immerse yourself in the culture, because once you get past the language barrier, you got to get to the parents. And, in those countries, they take the parents' word into consideration. It's not the end all be all, but they for sure want the parents' approval. I know one of the Japanese chicks I was messing with, her dad left her. She was raised up by a single mother, bro. So the same stuff that be going on in the States do be going on in these Asian countries. And yes, Pookie, for once in his life, got played, and that's when I vowed I would never do another expensive date with a woman that I am not seeing, bro. $200 for this chick to eat all that food and then tell me, and then take a to-go plate, because that's how they do it. Man, she humbled me, bro. Like, when I went to the crib, nigga, I should be crying, but I just can't let it show. I couldn't hide, but I just can't take it. It changed the whole dynamic of how I moved. I never, ever took that route again, bro. And then the terrible part about it is I had to continuously see her after that. I was just hoping she ain't tell nobody about it, because I felt like her and Mike said that. I think Mike knew she ain't want me like that. He was just like, man, well, at least go get you a free meal for free. Fuck. I'm like, man, we supposed to be boys, man. Yeah, that chick out there eating that good old food, smiling up in my face, thinking I'm about to jump in them big old draws. For her to talk about, I ain't not interested. If you like this video, give your boy a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, join the gang, and always remember, it get cold in these streets. Bundle up.